Now the national anthem, brought to you by O.C. Welch. Bobcat Stadium, the outdoor den, if you will. It's the Bluffton Bowl here on WHHI Sports. The Bluffton Bobcats host the May River Sharks. Bluffton comes in at 2-3, 1-0 in the region. May River at 4-2 and 1-0 also in the region. This is Region 7-4A. High school football on a Friday night on WHHI Sports. Hi everybody, Marcus Walsh, Larry Giacomo, Jeremy Pope, Daniel Cort with us again here tonight. To my right, Larry to my left. My two receivers flanking me on either side. And we're ready for football here tonight. Bluffton's going to kick off to May River. The kick is up in the air. It's a low-line drive. Caught at the 20-yard line. We're underway as the return goes out to the 25-yard line. And Daniel, with that, this is going to be a fun ball game tonight. Beautiful night for football. Finally, the rain decided to stop.
Well, Marcus, as my high school coach always said before the game, boys, there's never enough Friday nights. And the weather has cleared up for us. We thought we were in for what we were going to call the Soup Bowl tonight, but wow, we got a little gift from the good guy up above, and we've got a beautiful night for football.
We certainly do. 74 degrees, partly cloudy, not much of a breeze to speak of. It is, the dew point's high, the humidity's high, wind about 2 miles an hour out of the north-northeast. As Garvin Douglas and the May River Sharks will start off with the football. They had well over 400 yards on 48 carries. As we see a little trickeration, a flea flicker. Douglas got a man wide open. This is a big play to start the game. It's going to be a May River Shark touchdown.
Wow.
How about that?
A little trickeration from Coach Rodney Summers right out of the gate.
Jayon Allen with the catch on the bomb for a TCL TD to get us underway.
Didn't Coach Summers tell us before the game, Marcus, that they were going to consider going to the air a little bit more tonight?
Yes, he did.
Well, he didn't waste any time, did he?
No.
What a play call.
Beautifully executed pitch, and then the absolute bomb. Jayon Allen with the catch. That was a huge touchdown. The extra point right down the middle. Good. 7-0 May River. We're going to take a timeout. Be right back after this on WHHI Sports TV.
The Culinary Institute of the South will open in the fall of 2021. When students come here to the Culinary Institute of the South, they can expect hands-on training. The different programs they can go to in the Culinary Institute of the South is one, they can get their degree in hospitality, or they can get their degree in culinary, and then lastly, they can get their degree in baking and pastry. Now, we also have 4 certificate programs if somebody just wants to learn basic skills to get a job. The career opportunities are endless.
Have you joined the Express Comfort Club from Summit Services Heating and Air? It's the ultimate way to keep your cool. Membership is free and includes discounts on routine maintenance, 15% discount on all repairs, 3-year parts and labor warranty, no overtime charges, plus other benefits. Your comfort is just a call away. To sign up for Express Comfort Club, call 843-836-2653.
We welcome you back to the Summit Services Heating and Air Bowl series. This is the Bluffton Bowl. Marcus Walsh, Daniel Cort getting you going. 15 seconds in, 7-0 May River. They're the visitors in the white, Bluffton in all black. As the return on the little pooch kick is returned by number 24 for the Bluffton Bobcats. And number 24 happens to be Jeremiah Curry, sophomore defensive back, 6'1", 190 pounds. And we were talking with both coaches before the game, Daniel, about kind of the strategy that they wanted to go with into this game. Obviously, you think May River is a team that's going to run it. I mentioned at the outset they had over 400 yards on 48 attempts last week on the ground, and they're that kind of a team, and then they have the explosive play to start things off. May River, the ground and pound. Bluffton, as we see them on offense on first down, could do what May River just did. As Max von Hohenstraten hands it off to the left side, we've got our first flag on the play, and our referee tonight is David Herring, umpire Sean Hartley, Austin Burris, the linesman, Patrick Willis, the line judge, and the back judge, David Tafoya. We saw David last week. First down and 15. What are some of the keys that you're looking forward to in this matchup?
Well, we this game set up beautifully as advertised, with Bluffton having the air attack and May River being known for their ground attack.
Right.
Garvin Douglas at quarterback for May River is leading the region in rushing yards with 155 yards per game. Max von Hohenstraten on the Bobcat side of the ball at quarterback is leading the region in passing at 225 yards a game. So, we got two totally different styles of offense, but May River fools everybody and goes to the air right away.
Looks like we've got another flag as David Herring again will make the call. It's brought to you by Serve Pro. Reminder that Summit Services Heating and Air is our presenting sponsor. They are the peak HVAC experience of the Lowcountry. Summit Services Heating and Air.
Yeah, this is not the start that Bluffton would have pictured for themselves before we got out on the field.
We'll hear from Serve Pro from Daniel in a second as the pass is complete to number 16 for Bluffton. That is KJ Fraser off the hand of von Hohenstraten. And it is an instant replay coming up here, brought to you by us at WHHI. A couple of nice hits there on Fraser, as it'll be second down. Make it third down.
No, I believe it's still second down. They had two procedure penalties in a row, and they're going to get their third.
They're going to get their third.
Bluffton is they're rattled. It's clear. They got caught off guard with the flea flicker to begin the game. It just doesn't seem like they've gathered themselves yet. 3 penalties and 4 snaps is not at all how you want to start a football game. So these guys just got to settle down. We've talked about this many times. You got a rivalry game. Guys are amped up. They're full of excitement, but you got to start executing, settle down, and focus on your job.
Man going in motion, and good grief, do we have another flag? We do. Wow, there's another flag. Let's hear from Serve Pro of Beaufort County, Daniel.
Serve Pro of Beaufort County. Faster to any size disaster like it never even happened.
And we've noticed there was a first down, a couple of them, so let's hear from our first down sponsor, Kevin M. Severe of State Farm.
Kevin Severe of State Farm for all your home and auto insurance needs. I was talking about disasters, Marcus. Faster at any size disaster. Well, that's been in
second down and long pass is complete from von Hohenstraten, and it is caught by number 2, Jalen Linder, the junior wide receiver, 6'4", 180 pounds, and 10:03 remaining. We have third down on our chart here on the monitors. You take a look at the replay.
And as Coach Summers explained to us, Marcus, before the game in our great interview with him, this was his concern, is these Bluffton wide receivers. Max von Hohenstraten coming off probably the best game of his career with 6 touchdown passes last week. Is throwing the ball beautifully, but he's got some great targets to pick out.
Von Hohenstraten set to throw again over the middle, a little bit short. Intended for number 3, Kamari Simmons, the junior slot, 5'10", 155. And when you take a look at Von Hohenstraten, he had that great week last week, especially in the second half, leading Bluffton from a 24-6 deficit to win 55-30 a week ago. Had a tremendous second half. 5 touchdown passes of his 6 came in that second half. We'll see what he can do today. We saw him against Thomas Hayward earlier in the season as it's 4th and 13 and time for Bluffton to punt it away. It's a high kick, and it's going to take a nice bounce for Bluffton inside the 25 down to about the 23-yard line with 9:24 remaining in the first quarter, again, of the Summit Services Heating and Air Bowl Series, Bluffton Bowl.
Got a good-looking crowd here tonight, Marcus.
We do, no question about it. A very big crowd. I think we heard somewhere around 5,000?
Yeah, Coach Hout said that they may have somewhere between 5 and 7 here tonight.
Impressive.
And the weather worked out.
Yes, it did.
So it's a great night for football. It's a little warm, little humid, little buggy, but my goodness, this is going to be a great contest because you got 2 teams that are both really riding some momentum coming into this game.
Here's a handoff to the left side, and it's a very short gain for May River, maybe about 3 or 4 yards, as that is number 24 for the May River Sharks. That's Cam Scott. And a good stop by the Bobcats. One guy that we will not see at wide receiver or punter tonight is Colton Beanie. He's out. Nathan Dalton will be doing the punting tonight, and a plethora of receivers will step up. We already saw it earlier in this quarter for the May River Sharks offense as far as receiving the balls. It's a run up the middle and a good couple of guys in there to tackle the running back for the Bluffton Bobcats. As running the football there was Garvin Douglas, actually the quarterback. He definitely can do that. Scamper around, make some big plays. Coming up on 8:30 to go in this first quarter.
We were at Beaufort versus Hilton Head last week, Marcus, and I got to say, Douglas reminds me a lot of Jalen Snead back there.
Yeah.
Very similar body, similar looking athlete. Might, from at least that first pass, might have a little bit better of a passing motion.
And he's taken over. He's taken over from Ahmad Green as well, who was a heck of a guy in his own right.
Those are big shoes to fill.
Yes, Douglas getting up slowly, but he does get up after a gain of about 5 or 6. It's a Kevin M. Sevier State Farm first down and 10. Should take a look at more of the folks out here tonight. Wow, we have a second, still very early in this game, but eventually we'll find an MVP sponsor. Let's hear from Island Tire.
Island Tire and Automotive, the longest serving tire retailer on Hilton Head. We stand behind our work.
As the fake was to Scott. Here on the outside is Douglas. He is tackled, and tackled well by number 24, Jeremiah Curry. Curry grabs him by the ankles there to drag him down. And both coaches are very confident in their players' ability to just do what they do and, know your assignments, play for one another. Very team, fundamentally well-oriented football.
Well, that last
few
play,
minutes away, so
that last play, Marcus, is indicative of one of the things that Coach Hout was very concerned about coming into this game is losing containment on Douglas. He got outside. The D-backs lost containment there. If he gets outside, he's going to create all kinds of problems and give Bluffton fits tonight.
That's going to be Scott for another carry to the right side of the field for about 6 or 7 yards.
This is what Coach Summers was talking about with respect to the run game. They want to chew up clock, control the time of possession, keep Bluffton's fast strike, air attack on the sidelines where they can't hurt you, and so far so good. That opening play obviously caught everybody off guard, including us.
Absolutely did, yeah.
But now they're settling into their game plan, and if they can do this all night, it's going to be a long night for the Bobcats.
May River is only 0-1 on the road. This is just their second road game, as there's a short run near midfield. They're 4-1 at home, 4-2 in second place in 4A Region 7, or Region 7 4A. And Bluffton at 2-3. They are 1-1 at home, 1-2 on the road. Something's gonna have to give in this matchup, especially now with the fact that it's dry, and as we mentioned, the team that we expect to run in between the tackles, in between the hedges offensively, had the flea flicker for the touchdown. as it went from Douglas to Allen earlier, as there's a run up the middle, and here he goes again. Number 2, Jayon Allen, going to take it for a nice, decent carry and gain. 6:07 remaining here in the opening quarter.
And speaking of Jayon Allen, Coach Summers had mentioned that he's very highly recruited as a defensive back.
Yes.
But going back to that first play, the flea flicker,
as he
we were talking
off
air, he caught the ball. He had to come back to the ball a little bit, so he lost his momentum, and it looked like he was easily going to be tracked down, and he just separated. He showed that pure, raw burner speed that he's been so known for.
Here's Douglas taking it for a couple more yards on a 3rd down and 2. 5:38 remaining. Let's hear from our Media Day sponsor, FWDG.
FWDG, the furniture and services that you deserve. FWDG.
That's a State Farm. Kevin M. Severe first down and 10. 5:34 remaining. Marcus Walsh, Daniel Cort, Larry Giacomot, Jeremy Pope, Gustavo Ratia, Maria Soden, Joseph Keith, Kevin Libby. We haven't even seen Kevin yet today. We were talking to the coaches and whatnot. Kevin's up top, doing the top camera for us. We're all with you here at the Bluffton Bowl from the outdoor den. Bobcat Stadium is good anticipation by the Bobcat defense. In on the tackle as you take a look at Kevin. Glasses and everything tonight. In on the tackle, number 52 for Bluffton. And I don't see a 52. It could have been 53. 53 is Jordan Hercules, defensive lineman. What a name for a defensive lineman.
Kevin Libby looks like the fiddler on the roof up there, doesn't he?
He does. Here goes Douglas. He takes a shot.
Okay.
Number 32 with the tackle for Bluffton. That is Julian Sawaza. Sorry there, Daniel.
No worries. These last 2 plays, Bluffton has gotten penetration.
Yeah.
That's what they're going to have to do. Firing off the ball. Looks like they're settling down a little bit. And May River's last 2 plays looked a little bit more telegraphed. So if Bluffton can establish some strength in the trenches, get some penetration, keep containment on the outside, this is going to be a better ball game than folks might anticipate.
I mentioned her when we had THA Bluffton. Sharon Brown, always a great supporter of Bluffton athletics, not just football. As Douglas feeds a little screen pass, it's complete to number 14. That is Maxwell Kimmel, a football player, a basketball player, tight end, defensive tackle, another Surf Pro fire and water cleanup and restoration flag on the play.
Looks like this is coming back, Marcus, but that was an excellent play call.
Yeah. Really
liked the touch that I saw Douglas put on that ball.
Absolutely. It was a great touch for sure. Let's hear from our national anthem sponsor, O.C. Welch Ford.
O.C. Welch Ford. Go see O.C. during the 35th anniversary leadership celebration.
As again, our referee, David Herring, the rest of our official crew, the umpire, Sean Harley, the linesman, Austin Burris, the line judge, Patrick Wells, and David Tafoya is the back judge. We've seen a few of those guys this season so far. Saw David Tafoya last week in our matchup between Hilton Head and Beaufort. And it's going against the offense on a personal foul.
And that's unfortunate because that foul happened well behind the play, had no bearing on the tight end's ability to get the first down there. And again, that's just, we've talked about this many times. These are the kind of penalties when a team gets momentum like that, they convert there beautifully, only to lose the yards and the opportunity with a senseless foul.
3rd down and 9. Should take a look at number 24, Jeremiah Curry. He's looking for blood. Passes intercepted. Number 45. Number 45 for Bluffton with the interception. That is Keaton Schultz, a senior listed as the tailback, 6 foot, 180 pounds, playing center field in the right spot at the right time. You took a look at the pressure on Douglas, and what a play by Schultz in the middle of about 6 guys to pick that off.
Looked like that was a called screen, but the receivers just weren't in position. It just wasn't a very well executed play. Great idea, great play call, but clearly Bluffton wasn't fooled by it. Excellent play by number 45.
May Rivers won the last two matchups by 50 points each, 56-6. I called the game last year with Don Ellison, and then I was taking pictures and doing some stuff with the Facebook page 2 years ago on the sideline. That was a 54-14 rout that May River had over Bluffton. It's been back and forth. Bluffton's had some wins, you know, by about 10, 12 points, etc. There's been a little bit of a changing of the guard between these two teams. May River's only been in this in history since 2016. This is matchup number 8. They played twice in the first 2 years of the existence. There was a forfeiture somewhere along the line in there the last few years, but really we've kind of talked about it early on here in this first quarter, Daniel. Anything can happen, especially, and I mentioned it to you and Larry via email earlier in the week. It's like the Duke North Carolina rivalry. You've got 10 minutes apart. Just all these guys know each other. They do, you know, great stuff on the field, off the field. They're great students, and it really shows what these coaches have as you take a look at a very emotional and animated John Haupt talking to his team after talking with our referee and certainly Rodney Summers. Just a lot of really good ways to put what this game means to everybody involved here.
Well, it has a lot of meaning. You know, this is all about Bluffton. And
right.
You said these guys know each other. There's relationships. Families know each other. But it's just like playing golf on Saturday with your 4 best buddies.
That's right.
You love each other to death. You're going to hang out after the match, but you want to beat each other's brains out while you're playing.
Yeah.
This is about competition. These guys want bragging rights. And you saw a close-up of Coach Haupt there. We talked to him before the game. He said, look, I don't get into their face often, but when I do, I look them right in the eye and let them know, guys, we gotta focus. We got to concentrate. This is a team sport. Everybody has a job to do, and many times with young men like this who are, we've talked about it before, who are overexcited and a little too amped up, the focus tends to wane a little bit, and that's where the penalties come from. That's where the mistakes occur.
First down and 10 for Bluffton. Looks like 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. Von Hohenstraten fires over the middle, complete. And this is number 2, Jalen Linder. And Jalen Linder's going to break away down the sideline for a nice gain on first down. 3:30 to go in the opening quarter as he scampers out of bounds.
Linder is the difference maker for Bluffton, in my opinion. Linder, Von Hohenstraten to Linder is going to be the difference in this game. And this was I think this was the receiver that Summers was most concerned about coming in, is his length. He's 6'4", has an incredible wingspan, and even though he doesn't look like he's running fast, Coach Haupt said he's running a lot faster than it appears because of the stride.
No doubt. As Von Hohenstraten is set to throw, fakes the fire, and then gets hit by a plethora of May River Sharks. And number 42, I happen to see, was in on the stop there. And that's Aiden Phillips, indeed.
As our color announcer used to say when I was at Furman University, a host of Sharks on the tackle.
I like that. Second down and 14 with 3:09 to go.
And that is, Marcus, exactly what May River needs to do on defense.
Yeah.
They need to win the trenches. They need to get penetration. Von Hohenstraten, we've seen it over and over this season. If he's got a chance to plant his feet, he's an extremely accurate passer.
Yes.
So they've got to keep him uncomfortable there, and so far so good.
He goes out of the shotgun, has multiple guys set up to his left, both in the backfield and out wide, and that pass nearly picked off by number 20 for the May River Sharks, Taekwon Callaway. He's another guy that can go both ways and certainly has played multiple sports. I've covered him in basketball as well.
Well, that's great defense.
Yeah,
there.
It is.
Beautiful anticipation. These teams obviously know each other quite well. They've done a lot of film study this week in preparation for the game. And so far, both are sticking very close to their game plans. But the mistakes for Bluffton right now might be the difference, with the exception of that opening flea flicker where they were caught off guard.
Yep. And another flag courtesy of Serve Pro. There were a bunch of flags in the first game that we called this season, which involved Bluffton, but this one actually
This one's going against the Sharks.
On the Sharks. Bluffton looks to tie this thing up with 2:50 to go in the first quarter. Von Hohenstraten sets back, has time, over the middle, too high, and nearly picked off. Number 6, Darion Perry, one of the best defensive backs on this May River team. He also is a running back, 6 foot 180. Ball was just to his outside arm as the pass over the middle was intended, I do believe, for Jalen Linder, and it was just a little bit too strong on it, so it'll be 4th down with 2:40 to go. Looks like a timeout is called by Rodney Summers and the May River Sharks. We'll take it with him. Be right back on WHHI.
Hey, South Carolina! Get in-state tuition rates for Georgia's best value for a university education. Georgia Southern University. Georgia Southern is the only Carnegie Research University in your backyard with world-class academics and leading-edge public impact research. On 3 vibrant campuses, you'll meet students from all over the world from all walks of life and work alongside professors using the latest techniques and technologies. Ready to experience Georgia Southern? Visit georgiasouthern.edu/SC.
You've dreamed about the perfect house, a place to call your own, and a place to not only stretch out, but to grow. Auto Owners protects your house because to you, it's home. That's simple human sense.
Your home is one of your greatest investments, so why let just anyone protect it? Come see our professional team at Kinghorn Insurance in Beaufort.
Happy to help, man. I was just over there talking to myself anyway.
We welcome you back to the Bluffton Bowl here at Bluffton High, the Den, the outdoor den. And Bobcat Stadium, Von Hohenstraten had pressure coming. That one too high for the intended receiver, number 2, Jalen Linder, and it was too high for the defender as well, number 2, Jayon Allen on the other end, and it's a turnover. So 2:34 remaining at the 34-yard line. It'll be May River ball. Again, 2:34 to go in the first quarter, 7-0 Sharks.
Marcus, one observation I want to make thus far, in addition to some of the penalties that we've seen, Bluffton, I'm seeing a lot of the players just stopping and turn around and looking at each other. They look a little out of sync.
Yeah,
they look a little confused. I don't know if it's something that May River's doing on defense to confuse them.
Here's the handoff up the middle to the 43-yard line. Handoff again up the middle to the 43-yard line, and it's taken by number 24 for May River, Cam Scott.
When you have a high octane passing attack like Bluffton, there are a lot of moving parts. These are very complex offenses to run and execute, and when all cylinders aren't firing at the same time, that's going to create a lot of problem and a lot of confusion. Yep. I'm a little concerned at some of the body language that I'm seeing on the Bluffton offense thus far, just because it doesn't look like the right hand knows what the left is doing quite yet. John Hout and his offensive coordinator need to sit the guys down, settle them down a little bit, and focus on execution.
2:25 remaining in the first quarter as the flag went against Bluffton. Ball is at the 43-yard line. 2:22 and counting. May River's got 2 receivers out wide, 1 to each side. Here's Douglas trying to get through the right side, trying to feed off a couple of tacklers. He is drugged down by Jaquin Williams, number 6. And only a gain of 2 to the 45-yard line, 2:13 remaining in the quarter.
Well, number 13, DJ Aiken, who is one of Bluffton's defensive line stars, is starting to really get a push and some penetration. It's allowing the linebackers to find seams and plug up these holes. I'll tell you, really since the opening play, we've not really seen Douglas break loose
No.
with the exception of maybe one run. Bluffton's doing a really good job containing him up front thus far.
Here he goes up the middle. Just as you say that, he's got a first down and more. He's going to try to weave through a couple more defenders. He gets across the 40, and he's deep into Bluffton territory around the 37 or 38-yard line.
Now, like we saw with Jalen Sneed last week at Hilton Head, that was just all strength, pure athleticism, and a lot of willpower.
Yes.
That was just churning his legs. You know, I love seeing running backs, quarterbacks, anybody running the football, and we'll say this to these young folks that are looking to play football as they grow up and want to play on this level or even a higher level. Watch the skilled backs are the ones that always keep their legs churning.
Here he goes again, runs to the right side and left side and gets tripped up on the near side at the 32-yard line. Gain of about 6. 1:18 to go and counting in the first quarter. Better just get it in, so we get it in by the end of the quarter. Let's hear from TCL, our touchdown sponsor for this ball game.
Step up with TCL, the technical college of the Lowcountry.
Second down, 4 yards to go. Inside a minute to play in the opening quarter of the Bluffton Bowl. Marcus Walsh, Daniel Cort, the rest of our WHHI crew with you. Out of the shotgun goes Douglas. Hands it off up the middle, and it's a gain of about 3 inside the 30-yard line to the 28. And looks like we've got a guy getting up slow. It's Allen, but he seems to be okay. Another flag on the play, brought to you by ServPro. 46.3 seconds to play here in the opening quarter, and again, we've seen a lot of flags, and I agree with you, Daniel, as they're discussing the flag on the play. Bluffton does look like they've been a little bit caught off guard by what May River's been doing offensively and particularly, but defensively, May River, especially with that secondary as well. They've played very well here in the first quarter.
Yeah, they're definitely playing more disciplined than Bluffton, but as soon as we say that, looks like we have a personal foul on the Sharks. You know, this is the point of the season. You know, we're about midway through this season, Marcus.
Second week of region play.
Yeah, the second week of region play. This is it's time. You know, coaches can and fans can, and we in the booth can forgive a lot of penalties early in the season. But This is the time when if you want to be competitive, you got to stop making these foolhardy mistakes. This is clearly just lack of concentration. It's really that simple. And we're seeing it on both sides of the football.
Yep. 41 seconds and counting here in the first quarter of the Summit Services Heating and Air Bluffton Bowl on WHHI Sports. Looks like Douglas is going to go out of the shotgun again. He wears number 13. As he's got it, he hands it off to Allen. Right side, and number 13 for Bluffton in on the stop. Heck of a tackle there by DJ Aiken. You mentioned him just a couple minutes ago. Fine play there by the young man, the senior DJ Aiken, defensive lineman, 6'5", 250.
And Coach Hout said that he's got a lot of schools looking at him, and Oregon is one of those. So that's
nice.
That's how highly touted and skilled this young man is.
That's the end of the first quarter at the Bluffton Bowl. Our score, 7-0 May River over Bluffton. We'll be back with the second quarter right after these words from WHHI-TV.
Have you joined the Express Comfort Club from Summit Services Heating and Air? It's the ultimate way to keep your cool. Membership is free and includes discounts on routine maintenance, 15% discount on all repairs, 3-year parts and labor warranty, no overtime charges, plus other benefits. Your comfort is just a call away. To sign up for Express Comfort Club, call 843-836-2653.
Your mattress shouldn't buckle under pressure, because a mattress that buckles is a mattress that doesn't provide the support you need. And who sleeps well on a mattress that isn't supportive? So we put mattresses to the test to see how they performed under pressure. This one didn't pass the test. That's why Tempur-Pedic mattresses are made of our one-of-a-kind, incredibly adaptive Tempur material. with thousands of ultra-conforming cells packed into every cubic inch. Which means more support for your body and less pressure on places like your shoulders and hips. No buckling, more restorative sleep. That's how a mattress should work.
You've dreamed about the perfect house, a place to call your own, and a place to not only stretch out, but to grow. Auto Owners protects your house because to you, it's home. That's simple human sense.
Your home is one of your greatest investments, so why let just anyone protect it? Come see our professional team at Kinghorn Insurance in Beaufort.
Happy to help, man. I was just over there talking to myself anyway.
We go to the second quarter here of the Bluffton Bowl on WHHI Sports. Marcus Walsh, Daniel Cort, Larry Giacomock, Jeremy Pope, our entire WHHI crew is well with you here as May River has the 7-0 advantage in this edition of the Bluffton Bowl. And they have the football in the white and gray, Bluffton in all black. I guess that's a trend that they just have started this year as far as I know. But the all black is sharp. See a lot of pink as it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month on both teams and in the crowd as well. As the opening play is a handoff from Douglas to Allen, and it's a gain of about 2 yards. The field looks absolutely immaculate for the amount of rain that we've had this week.
Well, when I woke up this morning and saw the torrential rain that we were getting and that we've really gotten all week, I was extremely concerned. I mean, we talked about, you know, we might have to change the name from the Bluffton Bowl to the Mud Bowl or the Soup Bowl.
The Soup Bowl.
But I got out here, you know, it started, the rain stopped about 2 hours before kickoff. I walked the field, Marcus, and let me tell you, you couldn't feel standing water anywhere.
No.
Coach Hout actually shared a pretty interesting story with us, didn't he? Coach Hout said back in 2011, it was a monsoon, and they were playing literally on a field that was underwater in the first half. The rain stopped at halftime, and by the third quarter, the field was completely drained. So the crown on this field is absolutely perfect for drainage. It's built to handle weather like this, and I mean, we've got I don't see anybody slipping. I don't see any water out there. Unfortunately, they're going to dig this wonderful field up and put some turf on it real soon.
Interesting. 10:50 to go in the first half. 7-0 May River. The last couple of plays have been Garvin Douglas runs. They've got a first down set up at the 20. Make it the 31-yard line. Douglas is going to fake the handoff to Scott, throw it outside. It's caught, and that is Maxwell Kimmel, the tight end, with the little catch on the little screen, and a nice gain for another State Farm Kevin M. Severe first down with the May River Sharks. Nice little pass there.
And this is great play call. It's gonna balance it out. It's gonna keep Bluffton on their toes. That's about all May River really needs to do to keep the attack a little bit more balanced and keep Bluffton defenders honest.
Douglas up the middle, got a first down, breaks away, he scores, touchdown Sharks.
You're not going to tackle Garvin Douglas with your arms. That's now at least 3 of the last 4 runs we've seen him break multiple tackles. Bluffton's going to have to wrap up.
Yeah, they are.
They're trying to tackle this young man with their arms, and I keep making the comparison to Jalen Sneed.
Yeah.
We saw the same thing last week. You can't. These athletes are too big. They're too strong. He keeps his leg. Look at the legs. Look at the forward movement.
The physicality.
Keeps churning the thighs. Keeps
Extra
the knees
point
high.
It is good.
Again, Bluffton is going to have to use better technique and stop trying to. You got to wrap up. Period.
Yes, you do. We've got a break. Be right back after this. 14-0 May River.
We believe that serving our community and making our community better helps everyone. If we're seeking justice for clients, but then ignoring the injustices in the community, then we're not really doing our job as attorneys.
We live in the communities that we serve. Our families are in the communities that we serve, and our clients become our extended family. And of course, we want what's best for our family. And when it comes down to it, that means we reach out and serve the entire community.
There are a million mattress choices today, but there's just one that's been sheep-made since 1931. Serta. Superior quality, designed for comfort.
We welcome you back to the Bluffton Bowl, presented by Summit Services Heating and Air on WHHI Sports. Marcus Walsh, Daniel Cort, Larry Giacomot, Jeremy Pope, and the rest of our crew with you here. 14-0 May River, as they have really stunned this crowd as the kick is high, and it is off to the 25-yard line on the far side. Returning it for Bluffton is number 21, Darion Ransburg, a senior defensive back, 6'2", 170, and he only gets about 5 yards on the return. It's time for Bluffton to find something, whether it's Von Hohenstraten, one of the wide receivers. It could be Simmons. It could be a couple of the other guys. It could be Buxton out of the backfield. They need to find something to get back into this football game, because it could slip away from them very quickly.
They really do need to answer here, and I think Mad Max, as we like to call him now, he's certainly earned that nickname.
Yes, he has.
He's just got to settle down a little bit. You know, we've seen him do some phenomenal things in the second halves of several games that we've called, and but you know, right now Bluffton really needs to answer. This game could get away from him.
It's a screen and incomplete, intended for number 16, Kenton Fraser, and that's exactly what we're talking about. That ball was right in his hands.
Well, and again, Coach Howe was concerned. They had 16 drops, I believe it was a week ago or 2 weeks ago, maybe against Wade Hampton.
Yeah, it was.
They had 16 drops and worked on
and they only lost
catches.
by 3.
But right there is a classic example of not looking the ball into your hands.
Yeah.
You're wanting to run. You're trying to anticipate the defender encroaching, but you know, you got to catch the ball first.
Von Hohenstraten fires. That time he got it. Did number 16, Kenton Fraser.
That's what Max needs to do. He gets back there, get the ball out of his hands quick. You know, that's what I'd like to see Bluffton do. Instead of going for the longer seam passes or the flag routes, you know, 5 yards, 10 yards, spot routes. Give him time, 3-step drops, set the feet, and go.
Right.
It's going to neutralize that May River penetration.
To the 46-yard line, a little bit of a delayed hand off, and there is Roderick Buxton. I should correct myself. It was a little bit of a slow snap. Seemed to be in the air forever. Hand off to Buxton. He's going to get a first down for the Bobcats, another Kevin M. Severe first down. Let's hear from Kevin M. Severe and State Farm right now as we enter the second quarter.
Kevin Severe of State Farm for all your home and auto insurance needs.
Visit him today. First down and 10. Looks like a couple of receivers out to the left, couple to the right, and a couple guys in the backfield with Max Von Hohenstraten as it's a handoff to Buxton again. And a school of sharks there in on the tackle.
A host of sharks.
I said school.
I like it.
Fish, you know.
There you go. I can work with that.
All right. First down.
Well played.
Second down and 8 after a gain of a couple to the 45-yard line. Second quarter, 8:50 to go. 14-0 May River.
But Buxton's a good-looking back, isn't he?
He is for sure.
I like the previous play call, because what's going to happen is if Bluffton can establish these quick outs,
Von Hohenstraten over the middle, caught by number 3, Kamari Simmons, and he nearly broke it, but he's tackled at the 37-yard line. A reminder that this game brought to you by Summit Services Heating and Air, our presenting sponsor, the Peak HVAC experience of the Lowcountry.
Simmons is the other wideout that Coach Summers was very concerned about coming in tonight.
Yeah.
He often draws a lot of double teams, creating opportunities for the other receivers like Linder. But I like what Bluffton's doing. They're getting it out of. There's another
one, and it goes to Simmons, and he nearly broke free again. It's caught, and he takes it to the 30-yard line. Another State Farm, Kevin M. Severe first down.
What they're doing, Marcus, now is they're not trying to stretch the field. It just looked like they were discombobulated and a little confused, and now they're just keeping it simple. You know, quick spot routes, 8-10 yards. Von Hohenstraten setting his feet. He's getting the ball out of his hands quickly. and they're establishing a rhythm, and that's so key with a passing offense like this, a quick strike offense, is to get in rhythm, and right now they're clearly in a rhythm.
And it looked like there was some movement on the defensive line for May River. Indeed there was. Number 23, Jaden Jones, defensive lineman, 5'10", 215. He jumped. And let's hear, since we've got the flag, let's hear from Serve Pro Beaufort County, our penalty flag sponsor.
Serve Pro of Beaufort County, faster to any size disaster, like it never even happened.
First down and 5 with 7 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the second quarter of the Bluffton Bowl. Marcus Walsh, Daniel Cort, Larry Jackamont, the rest of our WHHI crew with you as a man goes in motion to the right side. That is number 3, Kamari Simmons, the snap. And it's going to go to Simmons on a reverse. From right to left, he takes the handoff to the 20-yard line. He's wrapped up by number 21 for May River. That is Cade Carpenter, a linebacker, in on the stop, 5'11", about 200 pounds, listed at 195. Another first down, courtesy of Kevin M. Sevier of State Farm. Let's hear quickly from Georgia Southern University.
Get ready to belong, shine, dig in, and make a difference. Georgia Southern University, home of the Eagles.
Coaches talking with Max von Hohenstraten to get the offense set up.
You see what kind of an athlete Simmons is in space. He's just a really great vision, great ability to cut. I'd love to see them try to continue to get him the ball.
And he's going to run for a few yards to the 15-yard line. And a short gain here. 6:27 remaining in the second quarter of the Summit Services Heating and Air Bowl Series Bluffton Bowl.
Impressive drive, Marcus, by Bluffton. This is exactly what we said that they needed to do, and they're doing it. It's a sustained drive. I think this is now 4.5 minutes into the drive.
Yep.
Very much like what the Sharks did to them, a 5-minute sustained drive. That's what these teams.
Handoff, and it's Buxton. He breaks free of one tackler and gets about 5 to 6 yards in on the stop, number 31 for the May River Sharks. That's Corey Foulk, F-O-U-L-K, defensive back, 5'9", 155.
Let's talk about that Bluffton offensive line, Marcus. They're really asserting themselves now. They're getting a push.
As a handoff goes again to Buxton.
Creating holes.
Yes, they are.
Creating space.
Yep.
Bluffton has finally looked like they've settled down. And I'll tell you, Bluffton, you know, they had the loss to Wade Hampton, but could have easily won that game. They only lost by 3 points, and that was because of a lot of, as we mentioned, 16 drop passes will do it. But
absolutely,
outside of that, they've been one of the hotter teams in the region, and I think we're going to have a lot more competitive ball game than folks may have thought.
Both coaches, we talked to Rodney Summers, and I asked him about the points for and the points against, and I said, is that a big deal to you? He said, absolutely not. And I said, I'm sure it's the same way with Coach Haupt as the pass goes out of the back of the end zone, as pressure was coming, and it was coming fierce on Mad Max von Hohenstraten, as it was coming from both sides, in his face and around his backside. Third down and goal here in the second quarter as you take a look at the instant replay, courtesy of us here at WHHI Sports.
Well, just
a hold against the Bobcats.
Oh, no. Oh, down in the red zone, holding calls are brutal.
And another Serve Pro flag. While we have a second, let's hear from our national anthem sponsor, O.C. Welch Ford.
O.C. Welch Ford, go see O.C. during the 35th anniversary leadership celebration.
We're going to have an MVP at some point in this game. Let's hear from Island Tire. Island Tire and Automotive, the longest serving tire retailer on Hilton Head Island. We stand behind our work. As there's a short run up the middle, and it's taken to the 10-yard line, maybe just inside of it at the 9. And Bluffton again taking time off the clock, melting the clock like butter in a frying pan. And
butter in a frying
trying
pan.
To get on the board. Did you like that one?
I did, yeah. You got any more in you tonight?
Oh, sure. I'll throw in a few more.
We're just getting warmed up.
We're just getting warmed up here at the Bluffton Bowl.
Well, great pursuit right there by the linebackers on the secondary of May River.
Von Hohenstraten fires in the back of the end zone. Incomplete near the sideline as pressure was coming on the back end of the defense. The secondary was really getting after number 2, Jalen Linder, on that play. As you take a look at Jalen.
Well, unfortunately, the holding call proves to be costly there. You got a lot of momentum. You're moving the ball with a good balance of run and pass. And again, penalties.
Yeah. Looks like we're going to have a field goal here on 4th down and goal from the 12-yard line. It looks like it's going to be about a 22-yard attempt. And attempting it, it looks to be number 20, Kyler Vick. No, maybe 26. Oh, yeah, the kicker, Evan Priester, who kicks and punts. The snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is on its way. And Priester got it through the left side. The field goal is good. That's a heck of a graphic. Kudos to Jeremy Pope and the crew for that. It is 14-3. Bobcats are on the board with 3:55 to go in the second quarter here of the Bluffton Bowl. Heck of a kick right there.
Well, and that clearly looked like it was going to be a block.
Yeah, it did.
That was a
we have to go to break.
Great execution.
It was. We'll be right back.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. So make it a combo. Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money. And who doesn't like that? Just call State Farm agent Kevin Sevier and find out how you can start saving today. It's just another way we're here to help life go right.
Life is full of choices, and the choices we make directly affect our quality of life. Our day is much easier when we don't hit the snooze alarm 10 times and show up late for work. We feel better when we eat a well-balanced meal versus running through the drive-thru. And when it comes to your comfort at home or in the workplace, the result of hiring a fly-by-night repair guy or award-winning professional is night or day. Life is full of choices. For your home, for your family, for your environment. Make the superior choice. Call Superior today.
We welcome you back here to the Summit Services Heating and Air Bowl Series Bluffton Bowl. 14-3, May River with a lead over Bluffton, 3:55 to go. And we are going to be kicking it off as Bluffton does that. And it's returned from the 11-yard line. May River on the move across the 20, down to the 23 as number 45 of Bluffton with the tackle. Heck of a hit there again by Keaton Schultz. I mentioned him earlier, as on the return was number 6, Darion Perry. And May River up 11 and with the football again, Daniel.
Yeah, the keys to the game for Coach Summers tonight were, number 1, run the ball efficiently and have more time of possession. Check on that so far.
Yeah.
Number 2, limit the number of big plays for Bluffton. Check on that. Number 3, do our assignments and be more physical than Bluffton. I'd say, the battle is probably a 50-50 on that right now.
Right.
Even though the scoreboard favors May River.
Here goes the man, Douglas. Douglas still on his feet, working inside, just inside the sideline there. Heck of a run by Garvin Douglas, and another May River Shark first down on a huge scamper down the sideline. Boy, oh boy.
He's smooth as silk, isn't he?
He certainly is. Take a look at the replay. That was some kind of run by Garvin Douglas.
Yeah, he
threw over a couple of
running
defenders.
over, running around, and running through Bluffton defenders.
To the 46-yard line, as it is going to be a first down and 10. And Douglas is going to hand it off to Scott. And wrapping him up nicely again, number 45, Keaton Schultz. Heck of a tackle, and one of the more aggressive tackles that we've seen so far.
Great penetration and anticipation there by Schultz.
3:05 remaining in the second quarter of the Bluffton Bowl.
Well, what's going to be critical for Bluffton here is to try to get them into a third down situation and long and force.
Here goes Douglas again up the middle, still going. and he gets down to about the 40-yard line from 2nd and 12. A huge run up the middle to get it to 3rd down and manageable inside 2:40 to go. Should take a look at the replay.
Yeah, right now it just looks like May River has said, look, this is what we're going to do. Try to stop us.
Right.
And that's going to be the real test tonight.
Douglas now going to throw complete over the middle to the 25-yard line as number 22 with the catch. That is Sam Mayo. He is a tight end defensive lineman, 6'2", 190, and a State Farm Kevin M. Severe first down with 2:17 to go.
Love the play call there. So right here, you're deep enough into Bluffton territory where you got to figure you're probably going to go for it on 4th down. So let's gamble. It was, oh, well, we've got a flag here.
How about that?
Again.
And it's against the offense.
The only thing that can demoralize a team's momentum more than a turnover sometimes is a flag after a first down.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's hear from O.C. Welch, our national anthem sponsor.
O.C. Welch Ford, go COC during the 35th anniversary leadership celebration.
Out of the shotgun goes Douglas. He goes to his right side. He faked left. He runs right across the 40, still on his feet. A couple of Bluffton guys are trying to strip the ball away, but Douglas hangs on to it. Does a heck of a job, gets to the 40-yard line. Goes from 3rd down and 16 to a heck of a play there as Ramsburg in on the tackle for the Bobcats of Bluffton. Great run there. A lot of green, and he took advantage.
Well, Douglas is clearly the leader of this football team.
Yep.
Summers had shared with us now that he's taken on this role, following a legend like Ahmad Green. Those are big shoes to fill. Looks like he's stepped into this role comfortably. But talked a lot about the character of this young man. He's obviously the big man on campus, getting a lot of attention, speaking to a lot of the homerooms.
Yep.
And he's delivering on the field.
We've got a timeout. We'll take it with him on WHHI Sports.
Getting back to business relies on giving customers the confidence to walk back through your doors. It's no wonder so many are putting their trust in ServPro, #1 choice for cleanup and restoration. With ServPro, our expert cleaning helps reduce the spread of viral pathogens. This goes way beyond janitorial cleaning, adhering to CDC standards and using proprietary EPA-approved disinfectants. Put the certified ServPro Clean Shield in your window and tell customers you're committed to a higher standard of clean. For a free quote, visit servpro.com.
Hi, I'm Barry Edwards with Allen Tire and Automotive Services. Did you know that the amount of tire that's actually making contact with the road is about the same size as a slice of watermelon? And that's all you have to keep you safe. It makes sense to have the best like Michelin. That's why Allen Tire has been proudly selling Michelin tires since 1978. At Allen Tire, we don't think of it as just a set of tires. You can trust us to be thinking about the safety of your car and, more importantly, what's inside.
We connect people to their work, to their families, to all things essential. That's why your Touchstone Energy Cooperative is here every day, making life easier in all the ways that matter. And of all the connections we make, we know none are more powerful than the human connection.
Palmetto Electric Cooperative, your source for power and information.
We welcome you back. 4th down and 4 here at the Bluffton Bowl. 1:25 to go in the second quarter. Douglas and company going for it on 4th down. The pass is a little bit too far outside for Maxwell Kimmel, and it'll be first down going the other way. Let's hear from TCL, our touchdown sponsor here in the second quarter.
Step up with TCL, the technical college of this beautiful Lowcountry. Marcus, that's the 3rd time they've gone to that play with the tight end there. And for the first time, Bluffton they sniffed it out. Great defense. That was huge for Bluffton. They have an opportunity now to make this a football game at the halftime and take all the momentum to the locker room, and they're going to get the ball when we kick off the second half. So this could be huge. It could be two possessions with an opportunity to score and take the lead in this football game.
There are a couple of teams in Region 7 4A that are announcing their Athletic Hall of Famers for the season tonight, or their 2021 Hall of Famers tonight, Hilton Head being one of them, and they just installed their new turf, and they're playing there for the first time this year tonight. We'll see them next week against Bluffton in the Bridge Bowl, and the other announcement of Hall of Famers is here at Bluffton in this game at the Bluffton Bowl. Another flag on the play, and let's hear one more time, if we haven't yet this quarter, from O.C. Welch.
O.C. Welch Ford, go see O.C. during the 35th anniversary leadership celebration.
So another flag on the play, 1:16 to go in the second quarter. And the flag against the Bobcats, and that kind of thwarts a little bit of the momentum that you were talking about. We've had ebbs and flows of those momentum, those kinds of momentum shifts so far in this one.
Two penalties there. A legal shift was declined and holding was accepted. So 10 yards now, and Bluffton's got first and a long way.
Yes, indeed. 1:16 to play in the second quarter. 3 wide receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. Von Hohenstraten will go out of the shotgun with a man to his right, likely Roderick Buxton. And breaking a couple of tackles, this is number 7, Roderick Buxton, and he gains maybe a yard. And we are down to 1:03 left in the second quarter.
I
like second and long.
I like the draw. I like the play call, but it just wasn't executed very well. Buxton, he ran into one of his own men. You know, that's going to happen sometimes, but that could have been a big play there. It had all the makings of big yardage, just didn't happen.
This game also known as the Hometown Showdown, as the pass is caught, and it's on the outside, trying to break free is Buxton. He's across the 30 to the 35-yard line. Want to give Wes Kerr and Justin Jarrett from Loco Sports, again, kudos, listening to their podcast and getting some information from them on this game and the other happenings of the Lowcountry. They do a great job over there at Loco Sports as we're down to 18 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Third down coming up now, 14 seconds left. 14-3, May River over Bluffton. Bluffton with the ball. And sacked is Max von Hohenstraten by number 23, Jaden Jones. Jaden Jones said, "This may be your house, but this is my moment to make a play." That's the end of the first half. 14-3, May River with a lead over Bluffton. We'll have the second half coming up shortly here on WHHI Sports. It's the Bluffton Bowl. Hey y'all, come check us out, offering bicycle sales, bicycle service, and bicycle rentals for the Lowcountry. We offer all types of bikes for the beach, road, or trails. There's also trikes and recumbents, along with home and commercial grade fitness equipment. We also provide other outdoor fitness equipment for pickleball, swimming, running, and tennis. Check out our 2 locations to serve you: Sports Addiction at 200 Okatee Village in the Okatee Shopping Center, and for Bluffton, Old Town Bike Barn at 28 Dr. Mellichamp Drive in the Promenade in Old Town Bluffton. Okay, they reset the clock. Marcus Walsh, Daniel Cort with you to 2 seconds. So apparently, Bluffton's going to have one last crack at it to try to get on the board again, down 14-3. As we welcome you back to the Bluffton Bowl for 2 more seconds of the first half. Von Hohenstraten's going to hand it off, and it's Buxton, and he's out to the 24, maybe the 25-yard line. That is officially the end of the first half.
And what I'd say, Marcus, the difference in the first half right now, in my opinion, is the penetration that the May River line is getting on Von Hohenstraten. But
without question. We will have the second half coming up shortly from the Bluffton Bowl. 14-3, May River with the lead. Back with more shortly on WHHI Sports TV.
Getting back to business relies on giving customers the confidence to walk back through your doors. It's no wonder so many are putting their trust in ServPro, #1 choice for cleanup and restoration. With ServPro, our expert cleaning helps reduce the spread of viral pathogens. This goes way beyond janitorial cleaning, adhering to CDC standards and using proprietary EPA-approved disinfectants. Put the certified ServPro Clean Shield in your window and tell customers you're committed to a higher standard of clean. For a free quote, visit servpro.com.
Have you joined the Express Comfort Club from Summit Services Heating and Air? It's the ultimate way to keep your cool. Membership is free and includes discounts on routine maintenance, 15% discount on all repairs, 3-year parts and labor warranty, no overtime charges, plus other benefits. Your comfort is just a call away. To sign up for Express Comfort Club, call 843-836-2653.
The culture here is we view ourselves as one big family, and we work together like a family, and most of our clients become family, and they'll tell you that.
Ben and I have been partners and working together for 20 years now. There's a brotherhood there that is at the core of this firm. A lot of our employees have been with the firm for 15 or 20 years. And so our core is a group of people that works very close together and have been working together for a long time.
If we're not committed to one another, then how can we be committed to our clients?
We welcome you back to the second half of the Bluffton Bowl. Marcus Walsh, Daniel Cort, Larry Giacomo, Jeremy Pope, Gustavo Ratia, the rest of our WHHI crew with you. The kick is off from May River. We're underway in the third quarter. And an over-the-shoulder catch from the 2-yard line by Kamari Simmons. Simmons takes it across the left side, across the 20, 30. Trips over a guy, stays on his feet. Down at the 46-yard line. And the tackle was made by Jonah Comfort, the kicker, by May River. A huge return of about 44 yards. And that is how Bluffton will start here in the second half as you take a look at the WHHI instant replay. And we've got a flag, so it may be coming back, but a heck of a return. It looked like Simmons was going to take it back the whole way.
Boy, unfortunate to again see a beautiful run to start the second half. Just exactly what Bluffton needed, and it's coming back.
And it was a holding penalty, so it will be first down and 10. As you take a look, this is the Summit Services Heating and Air Bluffton Bowl. Marcus Walsh, Daniel Cort, again, the rest of our crew with you. Daniel, talk about some of the keys that we saw and what we need to see here in the second half.
Well, for Bluffton, clearly the best drive they had of the game, they chewed up some clock, was when they were getting the ball out of Mad Max's hands quickly. Looks like they're trying to do that right here.
And he fires, and it's a loose ball. They are going to rule it incomplete as Simmons, the intended target. It looked to me like he may have had it for a second. And number 31, Corey Falk, in on the play defensively. Number 31 there for May River and White as you take a look at some folks here tonight.
We've got a great fan attendance tonight. I tried to,
no doubt.
Tried to get over to the bathroom here at halftime and barely made it back on time.
Talk about some of the Athletic Hall of Fame inductees that we saw at halftime here in just a second. 11:40 to go in the third quarter. Mad Max out of the shotgun. Von Hohenstraten has some pressure. He's in the end zone, and he fires it into the ground.
Yeah, they're going to get him for grounding.
And there's a flag.
This is going to be a safety, I'm afraid, for Bluffton.
And number 13 in on the play there. That's Garvin Douglas, the quarterback, in on the play for May River, and we'll take a look at the flag here in a second. First, let's hear from our flag sponsor, Serve Pro of Beaufort County.
Serve Pro of Beaufort County, faster to any size disaster, like it never even happened. You know, Marcus, again, going back to Bluffton's keys to Bluffton for the second half here. They just, yeah, that's going to be a safety. Now, each time Max is trying to get more than a three-step drop, he's just covered up. And Bluffton, you know, they're trying to stretch the field, but the only thing that's really worked for them tonight with any real effectiveness are the three-step drops, getting into the ball into the hands of his playmakers quickly, and spreading out this really fast and aggressive May River defense.
We got to go to break. Be back after this.
Have you joined the Express Comfort Club from Summit Services Heating and Air? It's the ultimate way to keep your cool. Membership is free and includes discounts on routine maintenance, 15% discount on all repairs, 3-year parts and labor warranty, no overtime charges, plus other benefits. Your comfort is just a call away. To sign up for Express Comfort Club, call 843-836-2653.
WHHITV.com.
Let's go outside again. Let's breathe in the fresh air. Let's hit it out of the park. Let's be human beings again. To run and jump and play. We'll talk and laugh as loud as we can. Then we'll laugh some more. Because the YMCA is here and we're ready to welcome you back.
There are a million mattress choices today, but there's just one that's been sheep-made since 1931. Serta. Superior quality, designed for comfort.
We welcome you back to the Bluffton Bowl, 16-3. May River with the lead, and this is a sidewards kick. It's going to be fielded at the 48-yard line, 11:32 to go in the third quarter. So that was a tough start. As you take a look at Sharon Brown, that was a tough start to start this third quarter, as getting the football now will be the May River Sharks again, and you know they have a chance to widen the gap a little bit here.
Well, for May River here in the second half, it's just more of the same. Ball control. I think they probably doubled Bluffton in time of possession there in the first half. And Marcus, that's exactly how Coach Rodney Summers drew it up. Yeah. And I just think we're going to see a lot more of that from Garvin Douglas here in the second half. Douglas will go out of the gun, gets the snap, hands it off, and it's Scott getting to maybe the 49-yard line before being drugged by a couple of Bluffton Bobcats. The Athletic Hall of Fame inductees for this game tonight: Bob Brown, the tennis coach; Kenya McCarthanen, a student athlete; Demetrius Smalls, a student athlete as well. Congratulations to those three for being Athletic Hall of Famers for the Bluffton Bobcats. Second down and 9. And it's a run to the left side. Here goes Douglas. And he is tackled by number 2, Jalen Linder. And there goes that man again, another first down, courtesy of State Farm and Kevin M. Sevier. Well, you'll see a little bit of hesitation here, and finds his hole. And once he's out in open space, he's very, very difficult to deal with. Reminder that Kevin Sevier of State Farm is there for all your home and auto insurance needs. First down and 10, third quarter. Douglas goes out of the gun. He does hand it off to the left side, and it's Cam Scott going to pick up about 5 yards on the play. And it will be second down coming up with 10:28 remaining in the third quarter. Scott, the bigger, probably a little bit more powerful of the two backs. But as Coach Summers told us before the game, he has some speed too, Marcus. I'm very impressed with the backfield of the May River Sharks. I can see why they've been giving teams fits all season. Second down and 8. 10:28 to go in the third quarter. A receiver out to the right side for May River. It's a fumble, and it's picked up. Good thing that there was a guy in the backfield along with Douglas, as we've got a flag. And there's a scrum for the football, as number 24 for Bluffton was able to make the play there, and that is Jeremiah Curry. Flag courtesy of Serve Pro. And how about we hear from them right now? Serve Pro of Beaufort County. Faster to any size disaster like it never even happened. And again, I don't know if I would quite call it disaster, but we've seen a lot of flags here again in this football game, and we've kind of picked up where we left off in the first half with 3 penalties thus far. 10:22 to go. Second down and long. I'd like to see May River, again, go back to some of these balance of a few short passes. They were pretty effective running the screen. They've got to just keep Bluffton just enough off guard and make that pass a possibility to threaten the Bluffton defense, to keep the balance, to keep Bluffton's defenders honest.
Again, second down and long as we've got a discussion with one of our officials. Now I heard a whistle and it looks like we're ready to go. Clock starts from 10:22 and counts down. It's a run up the middle and not much doing, if anything, as another flag comes in. And with the stop for Bluffton is number 6, DJ Aiken. Heck of a stop there, another flag. Let's hear from our national anthem sponsor, O.C. Welch.
O.C. Welch Ford. Go see O.C. during the 35th anniversary leadership celebration.
And it's going to be a face mask on the defense. So the ball at the 49-yard line. And now to the 36-yard line. There it is on the scoreboard. Second down and 4 with 10:06 remaining. As a couple of guys in motion from right to left for the May River offense. Handoff up the middle, and it's Allen taking it across the 25 down to the 20-yard line. And on the stop is number 2, Jalen Linder, but not before a State Farm Kevin M. Sevier first down.
Yeah, good push by the May River line there. The backs just do a really good job here at May River in finding those holes. They're obviously quick, they accelerate, they run with power, they run with intensity. Very impressed with the rushing attack of the May River Sharks here.
9:36 left in the third quarter. And the snap goes to Douglas. He's going to keep it and bounce off to the outside to the 19-yard line, another flag. A reminder that officials are still needed in just about every sport you can think of. Go to highschoolofficials.com for more information. You know, Bob Stevens talked with a couple of people about that, certainly Jerome Singleton being one, and it's still very much a need in high school football and basketball and maybe even in some colleges as well. A lot of good things can happen. You can certainly get a lot of exercise and get a lot of great benefits out of becoming an official, let alone helping out your community. Go to highschoolofficials.com again to check it out and at least consider it. 9:23 to go. Here in the third, first down and 10. We have some other action going on in the Lowcountry tonight. Just into the second half is Hilton Head and Colleton County as you take a look at the flag there, and quite a game so far there, Daniel.
Yeah, it's a close ball game so far.
I think 7-0 we see, right?
Yeah, 7-0. Hilton Head's running the ball well again as they did against Beaufort last week. Got 104 yards rushing.
Oh, look at this pitch. How was he able to get that pitch off to Allen before getting creamed? Allen gets to the 21, maybe the 20-yard line down the left sideline. This is going to be a fun replay to look at to see how he was able to get that pitch off. But Colleton County and Hilton Head both looking very sharp as Hilton Head unveils their new turf. Heck of a play here.
Beautiful job by Garvin Douglas there. He's got a lot of pressure right in his face. A perfect pitch there.
It was.
It's fun to in this day and age of the high-speed air attacks that we see a lot. And
here he goes again up the middle. Bounces to the right side this time. He's got a lot of green. 10-5 touchdown. The Sharks score again, and they are on their way to a possible rout as they have a 22-3 lead.
Well, again, I was saying, you know, in this day and age of the Wildcat, the RPOs, the high-speed air attacks that we see a lot of offenses institute, May River's using a lot of that, but they're an old school smash mouth, run it right down your throat football team, and they came out and did exactly what they needed to do to start this second half.
So they've gotten a safety, now they have a touchdown, first touchdown of the second half. Let's hear from TCL.
Step up with TCL, the Technical College of the Lowcountry.
8:28 to go in the third, 22-3, May River with a lead over Bluffton. Again, this series has been back and forth blowouts the last 2 years favoring May River. They've won by 50 points each of the last 2 years, 54-14 and 56-6. I saw both games. This one not quite that high scoring, but certainly May River doing it a little bit of a different way this time around today. And they're off to a 22-3 lead about a third of the way through this third quarter.
Well, I see the 22 up there, Marcus. Remember the last time we were here 3 weeks ago, Thomas Hayward had 22 points on the board, and Bluffton flipped the game on them. So don't count Bluffton out yet. They just need to follow this score up with their a drive of their own. It's going to be paramount to keep themselves in the ball game.
And Rodney Summers now talking with our referee. Going back to this Colleton County-Hilton Head matchup, a lot of rushing yards so far in that one, and a close game, some penalties as well. Very interesting matchup.
Yeah, good region matchup. Hilton Head playing in, you mentioned they're playing on their new turf for the first time tonight?
Yeah, and we'll see it next week.
This turf, we were talking about it before the game. If you've ever played football on grass and then stepped on turf, it is a completely different surface. And for these speedy, skilled position players, it's like being on a track.
Extra point on its way. It is hitting the left upright. It goes through. It's 23-3 May River. We'll be right back right after this timeout.
As a parent to another parent, TCL makes it very easy for you to succeed.
TCL is definitely the smart choice. We really work with all of our students. It's the most affordable it's ever been. You have supportive staff here.
We focus on practical teaching and hands-on application.
You're going to be able to get to know your peers. You're going to get to know your instructors.
It's a great transitional period for students coming out of high school. It is just a great school all around.
Hi, I'm Barry Edwards with Island Tire and Automotive Services. Did you know that the amount of tire that's actually making contact with the road is about the same size as a slice of watermelon? And that's all you have to keep you safe. It makes sense to have the best like Michelin. That's why Island Tire has been proudly selling Michelin tires since 1978. At Island Tire, we don't think of it as just a set of tires. You can trust us to be thinking about the safety of your car and, more importantly, what's inside.
We welcome you back to the Bluffton Bowl. 23-3 May River over Bluffton here at the Summit Services Heating and Air Bowl Series. Bluffton Bowl is a kickoff from May River. Is fielded at the 30-yard line, taken up the middle across the 40. 45 and to the 50-yard line, it looks like, with forward possession. And another flag on the play as Randsburg had the return. Let's hear from Summit Services Heating and Air, our presenting sponsor.
Summit Services Heating and Air. The peak HVAC experience of the Lowcountry.
While they're sorting the flag out, let's hear from Island Tire and Automotive.
Island Tire and Automotive, the longest serving tire retailer on Hilton Head. They stand behind their work.
And Daniel will be awarding an MVP and talking to the winning head coach as it's a hold and a couple of flags on this play. A hold and a personal foul, so you should take a look at the replay, try to catch what had happened there. Well, yeah, that's a lot of it right there.
That'll usually elicit a flag.
Yeah.
You know, I think I know what the conversation is going to be as they assess the film study from this game, Marcus, for Bluffton Bobcats this week. And Coach Howe, they're going to have to try to work out the problems with all these penalties. It's just, it's killing their momentum.
It is.
And they're shooting themselves in the foot tonight.
Thomas Reich and for Bluffton, number 10, Tyler Ford got in the little scrum there. First down and 10 after both flags assessed to Bluffton. And Bluffton down 23-3 with the ball at the 15-yard line. That's a terrible snap up through the middle, and Mad Max is just going to have to get on it and get down on the ground. Another couple flags on the play. Let's hear from our Media Day sponsor, FWDG.
FWDG, the furniture and services that you deserve. Marcus, I said this when we were at Bluffton versus Thomas Hayward. There were a lot of flags in that game, and at some point I would really like just to see the refs lighten up a little bit and let these guys play.
Yeah.
This is, you know, I get you gotta call it like you see it, and it's no mark against the officials, but this is, I mean, what is this, 8 or 9 penalties, and we're not even 4 minutes into the second half.
Right. Want to give a shout out to Wes Kerr. We talked about Justin Jarrett earlier, and Justin is here tonight. Wes is covering that Hilton Head Colleton County game at the newly turfed Nest for the Hilton Head Seahawk Colleton County game. We'll be at Hilton Head next week following Bluffton there. And Justin doing, Wes doing a great job, as are Justin with Loco Sports. And they're both doing an outstanding job. Wes getting us some information on that game and some other things here tonight going around the Lowcountry. So thanks to Justin and Wes from Loco Sports.
Well, we sure benefit from their expertise.
Absolutely we do. They're tremendous. Got some great sponsors for their podcasts and stuff as well, as that pass is complete to Kamari Simmons to about the 10-yard line, one of them being Loco Pie. I'm sure you've visited Loco Pie a time or two.
Oh, yes, I have. That's,
I tell you,
my wife and daughter and I make many a trip over to Loco Pie.
We've got an injury timeout. We'll talk more about Loco Pie after this.
Hey, South Carolina! Get in-state tuition rates for Georgia's best value for a university education, Georgia Southern University. Georgia Southern is the only Carnegie Research University in your backyard with world-class academics and leading-edge public impact research. On 3 vibrant campuses, you'll meet students from all over the world from all walks of life and work alongside professors using the latest techniques and technologies. Ready to experience Georgia Southern? Visit georgiasouthern.edu/SC.
You've spent years dreaming up your business plan, saving every dollar, searching for the right location, and perfecting your product. Auto Owners insures your small business, because it isn't small to you.
Only 36 more to go.
That's simple human sense.
Your business is one of your greatest investments, so come see our professional team at Kinghorn Insurance of Beaufort.
It's a time when uncertainty spreads faster than understanding. It's also a time when taking steps to prepare can help us all find a sense of security. At ServPro, helping our nation's homes, businesses, and shared spaces be more clean, be more safe, is why we're here. Here in your community, here to help.
The culture here is we view ourselves as one big family, and we work together like a family, and most of our clients become family, and they'll tell you that.
Ben and I have been partners and working together for 20 years now. There's a brotherhood there that is at the core of this firm. A lot of our employees have been with the firm for 15 or 20 years. And so our core is a group of people that works very close together and have been working together for a long time.
If we're not committed to one another, then how can we be committed to our clients?
River. We welcome you back. 4th down, 3rd quarter. Lisa Richardson, one of the many guests that we've had here tonight, propped in our tent. 3rd quarter here of the Bluffton Bowl. Marcus Walsh, Daniel Cort, Larry Jacomot, Jeremy Pope. We've got a punt coming up. It is a high kick and very short. It takes a bounce at the 34, kicks out of bounds at the 35, maybe the 36-yard line. So I was talking about local pie before the break, and I think I said loco by mistake. Might confuse some folks with what Wes and Justin do. You should take a look at the injured Bluffton Bobcat, who ended up making it off the field. Looks like a right knee injury.
Yeah,
and that
he's in
is
a lot of pain.
That is number 68, Nicholas Dunn, a senior offensive lineman, 6'1", 230 pounds. But the game changer on pizza from local pie. Try this. Duck confit. It's delicious.
Duck confit.
It's delicious.
We'll do that, my friend.
Might have to watch out for a bone, but it's really good. 1st down for Garvin Douglas and company. Handoff to the right side, just to the right of straight up the middle. And near a first down, if not there, for Cam Scott, number 24.
Speaking of bones, I think the only thing that we haven't seen from the May River rushing attack tonight is the wishbone.
Yes, indeed.
That's right. They're really an impressive running football team.
Right.
Interestingly enough, they started off the game 15 seconds in with a flea flicker touchdown pass from about 70 yards, but outside of that, it's just been an impressive and dominating running attack.
It certainly has. Douglas out of the gun. He gets the snap and fakes the handoff to Scott and fires it out to number 17. That is Jake Ridgeway, first time calling his name today. Wide receiver, defensive back, 6 foot 175 for Jake Ridgeway. And he's a guy that Rodney Summers was talking to us pregame about to look out for, and he's got his first catch.
Well, I'll tell you, we talk about Garvin Douglas' legs all the time, and for good reason. He's leading the region in rushing per game at 155 yards, but he throws the ball quite well. I would like to see them continue to balance this attack a little bit to keep, again, opposing defenses off balance some.
Yep, he's inside the 20-yard line on that, runs straight up the middle to the 18-yard line or so. And mentioned we've had a lot of guests come by today. A lot of kids here, in addition to, parents and family members, as you take a look at the Kevin M. Sevier State Farm first down and our replay courtesy of WHHI-TV.
I had a young lady come by and hang out with me here. I think she was going to take my mic and take over the game.
Yes, indeed.
She might have a future.
Indeed. And the pass near the end zone, broken up, nearly picked off by number 2, Jalen Linder, as he was in the right spot at the right time. May River was looking to end up getting another touchdown, but Linder able to get both hands on it.
And Bluffton needs something like that. They need a turnover. They need something good to happen. Penalties, unfortunately, have kept them deep in their own territory this entire half. I don't think May River has been inside their own territory. They've been in Bluffton's territory this entire second half, and that doesn't bode well for Bluffton as we get late into this game.
Second down and 10, third quarter, as number 14, Maxwell Kimmel, goes in motion to the right side. It's a run to the right, and no, you don't. Not today, says number 24, Jeremiah Curry. He has another big tackle on a May River offensive player. And Lisa, do you want to say hi to the folks?
Come on in and say hi, Lisa.
The crew's working hard back here. We had some free candy at their FCA tent. I hope everyone got some.
I'm enjoying some myself.
Yeah, we just want to say hey and support the community with our 2 schools here. And awesome work that WHHI gets to do. Glad to be part of that as well.
We're glad to have you for sure.
Yeah, so I'll let you guys get back to the game.
We appreciate all you do,
Thank you very much, Lisa. Without question, as it's a pitch to the left side. Oh, Scott just took a hit from Linder. Ouch. Woo, doggies, what a hit. That's for my buddy Kevin Libby and for my dad as well. Man, what a shot that Cam Scott took right here from Linder. Boom, shoulder to shoulder.
That's a collegiate level collision right there.
Have you ever sung the song Stout-Hearted Men? You're a choral guy. No. Shoulder to shoulder and boulder to boulder. Gonna quote Mary Woodman C. Green. She taught us that, and there is Lisa. Lisa does a great job with FCA, does some stuff for us here at WHHI, hosts 843 TV, and as well as in the front office, working on Tuesdays. It is Tuesday, as there's a pass attempt, nearly caught. I'm in there on Monday and Thursday, Lisa on Tuesday. And so that's an incomplete pass. 3:50 to go in the quarter.
And our wizard of stats, Larry Jacquemont, just handed me this update on the Hilton Head Colleton prep game. Hilton Head now leads that game late in the third quarter, or actually the end of the third quarter, 21-0.
And again, thanks to Wes Kerr for being out there and helping us out. As we've got a meeting of the minds. Will there be a timeout call here? I hear a whistle. 3:50 to go. Looks like both teams are heading back out onto the field, though. So we will stay right here. The Summit Services Heating and Air Bluffton Bowl. 23-3, Bluffton trailing by 20 and they still have a little bit of time to get back into this thing, but it's got to start now. Snap goes to Mad Max von Hohenstraten. He fires, and it's complete to near the 30-yard line. A few guys in on the tackle of number 16. That is Kenton Fraser.
Well, Bluffton's defense bowed their necks right there, Marcus. That was critical. May River scores on that possession. It's pretty much Katie bar the door. But Bluffton, again, they've proven that they're a quick strike offense. If they can get a quick score here, maybe before the fourth quarter, we've still got a ball game.
3:16 to go. As Mad Max scrambles up the middle, he gets hit. Down he'll go. Brett Macy, the AD for May River, 6th year as AD. He was a coach at Bluffton High for boys basketball for 10 years before May River opened. 5 years of being open at May River, 4 state championships, 6 state runner-ups, 31 region championships. I've interviewed Brett a few times. He's a great one to talk to, as are so many in this area, doing great stuff at May River. Mad Max fires complete. And it's number 16 again with the catch. That is Kenton Fraser making the grab. And it'll be a State Farm first down courtesy of Kevin M. Sevier of State Farm.
This is what Bluffton has to do. May River is just getting too much penetration. They're too deep in Bluffton's backfield for von Hohenstraten to have time to pass the ball. It needs to be 2 3-step drops, deliver.
Mad Max delivers. Finally, now it's loose. They're going to rule it incomplete. Intended for number 3, Kamari Simmons.
Until they can spread this May River defense out, they're going to continue to struggle. And it's not going to happen. You're not going to make this game up, and you're not going to make these yards up in one big play, most likely. May River defense is stiff. They're disciplined. Bluffton's just got to keep chipping away at them with getting that ball quickly to their playmakers and letting them create in space.
2nd down and 10. I've got another trivia question for you here in a second. As Mad Max scrambles to his right, fires that way. It is caught. All of a sudden, they've got a little target right there. And number 16, Kenton Fraser, he's got another one. And another Kevin Sevier State Farm first down. Heck of a throw here under duress.
Well, these are the 3 weapons that Coach Summers was most concerned about. 16 in Frazier, number 3 in Simmons, number 2 in Linder. Von Hohenstraten's just got to continue to hang in there and try to find a way to get these 3 athletes the football. Bluffton can get back into this game because they've proven they have quick strike capability.
Yeah, we saw it against Thomas Hayward Academy in our first broadcast. Another flag courtesy of Serve Pro of Beaufort County. And I said I had another trivia question for you. I was watching Jeopardy the other day, and this one was too good not to use. John Allen and Alicia Rumsey were both married to women named Anne when they funded this city amidst some groves in 1824. And yes, this is football related. Either one of you have a guess? Well, I'll unveil the answer in a little bit as the ball's loose. Buxton recovers the loose ball as he was on the carry. 1:52 to go in quarter number 3 of the Bluffton Bowl, presented by Summit Services Heating and Air.
Well, I don't want to get into a Trivial Pursuit contest with you because you completely. I wouldn't have gotten your question last week in a million years. That was the Chicago Football Bears.
Yeah,
correct?
that was.
What was the name?
The Staleys.
Staleys.
They were the Decatur Staleys.
Decatur Staleys. Who in a million years would figure that one out?
I initially guessed Pasadena for that answer, but it was wrong. Incomplete. Intended for number 16, Kenton Fraser. And he goes down near the sideline, and he was down on his back. 3rd down and long. And quite literally, down goes Fraser right there.
Well played.
But he does seem to be up on his feet. 1:19 to play in the 3rd quarter. 23-3, May River over Bluffton in the Bluffton Bowl.
This again, drop passes. I believe that's the 3rd or 4th drop pass this evening, and that was a concern of Coach Hout coming into this game. They struggled with drops with Wade Hampton. It cost them that football game.
Yeah. And here's a pass over the middle by Mad Max, incomplete. That intended for number 18, Robert Brown, a senior slot receiver, 5'10", 150. And again, pressure coming there as you take a look at some of the folks here tonight. A great crowd on hand of all ages, just like they say at the circus. Congratulations to the Bluffton Bobcats. Good luck to them at state for swimming. Aliska Walsh, Ava Gershutz, Dakota Harris, and Bella Torida. For the girls, Carter Hawks, Dominique Ittle, Kenneth Lagos, Sam Deaton, and Charlie Deaton. They'll all be competing at North Charleston Aquatic Center here soon as the punt is up in the air, and it is going to be bouncing at the 27 down to the 26-yard line. 1 minute, 6 seconds to go as that punt happened on 4th down and 17. It'll be first down for May River. Straight ahead here. 1:06 to go in the third quarter. So good luck to those athletes competing for swimming. As you take a look at Lisa Richardson again in the stands. Great packed crew here at the Den, the outdoor Den, Bobcat Stadium.
Marcus, we talked with both coaches before the game, had great conversations with each.
We did.
You know, we just try to imagine, you know, obviously there's a reason that we have to break into 2 schools, but if you put the athletes on both these teams together as one school, this would be one of the most powerful football programs or teams in the state.
Oh, we think that Beaufort's really good, and as are these teams as well. As the run goes to the right side, now cutting it up the middle, this is Garvin Douglas across the 50 to the 48-yard line.
Marcus, I don't know how many yards he's got, but it's starting to add up.
And I was just going to say, we had a plethora of guys that could have taken the MVP. We were very, very happy to give it to a punter last week. As long as May River holds this lead, I think I know who we're giving the MVP to, and it's number 13.
Well, the decision's going to be fairly easy for us if nothing changes here in the next quarter, and there are no signs to suggest that that's going to be the case.
You never know, though.
You mentioned the punter from last week at Beaufort, and I want to, if his family is tuning into this football game, I want to apologize to that young man, Jack Troutman, right?
Jack Troutman, that's right. And we'll see him in 2 weeks.
We couldn't clearly get a lead on his number, and we kept giving the credit, the punting credit, to Caparola, who was an excellent place kicker.
He was.
And had a great performance last week. But Jack Troutman put on a punting display to the likes that I've never seen at any level, high school, collegiate, or pro.
We will follow Bluffton next week to Hilton Head High, see that new turf in the Bridge Bowl between Bluffton and Hilton Head, and then in 2 weeks, Beaufort and Bluffton here in the Broad River Bowl. Incidentally, back in 2013, I made my WHHI play-by-play broadcasting debut at Beaufort High, calling that game the Broad River Bowl. And there's a run to the outside, and still moving for a big gain right there to the 45-yard line by Allen. There he is, number 2. A first down, another big play from Jayon Allen. As you take a look at the replay, courtesy of us at WHHI, it's a Kevin M. Severe first down.
You know, one of the things, Marcus, about having 3 really skilled, talented, fast, and strong backs like May River possesses is they can stay relatively fresh. And that's a problem for a Bluffton defense that seems to be wearing down a little bit here late in the game.
Yeah, they are. Man in motion is Kimmel, and it's a handoff again to Allen. He goes up the middle across midfield to the 49-yard line, and that will tick us down to the end of the third quarter at the Bluffton Bowl here at Bluffton High. It's all May River. We'll be right back for the fourth quarter right after this.
Your mattress shouldn't jiggle, because a mattress that jiggles is a mattress that transfers motion, which means that when your partner moves, you'll feel it. So, we put mattresses to a jiggle test to see how they performed. This one didn't pass the test. That's why Tempur-Pedic mattresses are made of our one-of-a-kind, incredibly adaptive Tempur material, with thousands of ultra-conforming cells packed into every cubic inch, which gently absorb energy to isolate motion, instead of transferring it. No jiggle, more undisturbed sleep. That's how a mattress should work.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. So make it a combo. Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money, and who doesn't like that? Just call State Farm agent Kevin Sevier and find out how you can start saving today. It's just another way we're here to help life go right.
Life is full of choices, and the choices we make directly affect our quality of life. Our day is much easier when we don't hit the snooze alarm 10 times and show up late for work. We feel better when we eat a well-balanced meal versus running through the drive-thru. And when it comes to your comfort at home or in the workplace, the result of hiring a fly-by-night repair guy or award-winning professional is night or day. Life is full of choices. For your home, for your family, for your environment. Make the superior choice. Call Superior today.
Fourth quarter of the Bluffton Bowl, 23-3, May River over Bluffton. May River with the football, and we had some interesting stuff going on during the break with one of the sidelines as Douglas gets the snap. He's got some guys in front of him. He's got the sideline. He's got a first down to about the 37-yard line. A Kevin M. Sevier State Farm first down.
I love watching Coach Summers over there. He's fired up. Look at him.
No question about it.
He was running down the sidelines right with Douglas. You know, what a job both these coaches have done with these programs.
Yeah,
you know,
no doubt about it.
John Hout took over a program when Bluffton split into two schools, and had to basically start over and rebuild. And Rodney Summers took on a program that had never stepped foot on a football field and has turned them into one of the state powers.
Ball at the 38-yard line, 11:33 to go in regulation. Man going in motion is number 4, James Lehman. We've got a flag courtesy of Serve Pro on the play. Reminder that State Farm, Kevin Sevier is there for all your home and auto insurance needs. Kevin Sevier of State Farm.
Well, both teams this week are going to have to really work on discipline.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know, we talked about refs throwing a lot of flags, but I can't imagine there's not a reason, and these players just gotta be a little bit more focused.
And here goes a handoff from right to left. Is taking it is number 24. That's Scott, I do believe, and it is. And he's got a good gain for May River as you take a look at the replay as we come up on 11 minutes to go in regulation. Ball on the 37-yard line.
Boy,
second down.
This is a three-headed monster that May River has, isn't it, Marcus?
No doubt. It absolutely is. Second down and 9. Out of the gun goes Garvin Douglas. He's going to run up the middle slightly to his left, try to get by a couple of guys, and in on the tackle is number 60, Mayim Tyson. He is a junior offensive and defensive lineman, 5'11", 310. And on that couple of plays ago, we saw James Lehman. That's the first time I've called his name, number 4. He was going in motion. Surprised we haven't seen more of him. He's an athlete that can certainly do a lot of things. As you take a look at some of the members of the May River offensive line, they've done a heck of a job again springing those holes.
Some big boys. What did Keith Jackson used to call them? The big uglies?
Big uglies. And the big uglies, yes, sir. Handoff and not much doing there. As 10 minutes to go in regulation, and it'll bring up fourth down from about the 33-yard line, inside 10 minutes to go.
And the great Larry Jacquemont is always great in communicating with both programs of each game we call each week.
And us as well.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
But one of the areas of weakness that Coach Summers said he wanted to focus on tonight offensively was the passing game.
Yeah.
And we have seen some success there, but clearly to go deeper into region play and into the playoffs, they are going to need to find a little bit more balance between the run and the pass.
Layman again was in motion, and it's Douglas getting swarmed by the Bobcats that time. Let's hear from Kevin Sevier of State Farm, our first down sponsor.
Kevin Sevier of State Farm for all your home and auto insurance needs.
And from Serve Pro Beaufort County, sponsoring our penalty flags.
Serve Pro of Beaufort County, faster to any size disaster, like it never even happened. The defensive areas of weakness per Coach Summers are tackling, and playing correct assignment sometimes has been a problem.
Yeah.
Haven't seen that tonight. So I got to believe that the coaching staff on the side of the Sharks is pretty pleased overall, with the exception of probably the penalties.
Mad Max fires complete, and it is caught by number 16. That is Kenton Fraser. He had a few catches in the third quarter rather, and he's able to make one happen there as well. Reminder that this game brought to you by Summit Heating and Air, Summit Services Heating and Air. It is the peak HVAC experience of the Lowcountry. Mad Max Von Hohenstraten was hit, threw the ball up, and he is slow to get up. He was hit by a big man, number 42 for May River, and that is Aiden Phillips. Also in on the stop was number 23, Jaden Jones. Saw Jaden make some plays in the first half as well.
As we've discussed, Bluffton had the 49-point explosion against Colleton Prep last week. Coach Hout told us before the game, Hohenstraten was only touched twice during that game. A completely different story tonight. Obviously, May River's defense is on a little bit different level than Colleton Prep.
Roderick Buxton takes it for a few yards. Let's hear from Georgia Southern.
Georgia Southern, get ready to belong, shine, dig in, and make a difference. Georgia Southern University down there in beautiful Statesboro, Georgia.
8:45 remaining, 4th down and 3. And Buxton will head off, and coming onto the field is number 30 for Bluffton. That is Eaton Golfin. Golfphin. As there's a pass, and it is complete. A short one to number 3, Kamari Simmons, on 4th down and 3. Good. And it's all a matter of where it ends up. It's a first down, courtesy of Kevin M. Sevier.
No, again, some of these games get to a point where they're out of reach, but I love watching the young men continue to play all the way through. It's just an endorsement on the coaching. It's an endorsement on the character. And I appreciate watching the hustle and the character.
Mad Max has some time to throw, tipped and incomplete. It was number 2 for May River, Allen, that tipped it. And I believe it was number 45, Reich, that nearly came down with the catch. It'll be 2nd down and 10 as his pass was just a little bit too strong, had a little bit too much spicy brown mustard. Or as they say from Cleveland, had a little bit too much Plockmans on that ball. I had to throw that in there. I have an uncle that's visiting in Bluffton for a couple of days, so in case he happens to watch this, little Plockmans mustard, that's his favorite. 2nd down and 10 with 8:04 to go. And that is definitely an offside, if not an encroachment penalty, on number 42 for May River, and that is Aiden Phillips.
Well, we talked about Von Hohenstraten's accuracy. He's become a very accurate and efficient passer in his development, but it is very difficult, as we all know, and Tom Brady would even tell you this. If a quarterback is a running back, and by running back,
oh, wow. They called that false start on the offense?
Yeah, that looked
like
deep encroachment there by the defense. But going back to what I was saying, it's difficult for a quarterback to become a running back, and by running back I mean running backwards. And unfortunately, I think
that was a good one.
Van Hohenstraten again under pressure all night,
and he gains a good chunk of yardage on that play. I like that by a running back running backwards.
I did a lot of that in my high school career.
That was really good.
Yeah, well, you know, it's even for an accurate passer, when you're under pressure like that and you're getting knocked on your tail all night, it's pretty common to be air-mailing receivers because you never really truly get to set your feet and get comfortable in the pocket.
3rd down and 4. Van Hohenstraten fires, and it's complete to number 3, Kamari Simmons. Down the sideline, another State Farm Kevin M. Sevier first down. There's Kevin Libby, the K-Dog. There he is. He loves his time on camera.
Salute. Salute.
So I was talking earlier about John Allen and Elisha Rumsey, both married to women named Ann, who founded this city amongst groves in 1824. The answer, Ann Arbor, the home of the University of Michigan.
How about that?
Pass is incomplete down the sideline, intended for number 15, Wyatt Taunt.
The home of Ann Arbor has got to be feeling good about their season so far this year. It looks like Coach Harbaugh has finally got Michigan
getting it going
to a place where they're competitive in the top 10, the ranks of the top 10.
Hilton Head, Beaufort, and James Island on the schedule for Bluffton. We will see that Beaufort game, and then again, we will have Hilton Head next week taking on Bluffton as well. So this is one of 3 in a row, and then our last game will be Hilton Head Prep. Bob Stevens and I saw them against THA earlier this season, as they'll have a home game against Hilton Head Christian Academy. That should be a blast. Another flag courtesy of Serve Pro. Fire, water, cleanup, and restoration.
Larry, I would love for you to work up some stats for us sometime this week on the number of yards that have been attributed to penalties in this football game.
Would be interesting to see for sure. 2nd down and 15. We'll hear from O.C. Welch, our National Anthem sponsor, in a moment as number 3 takes off. I think that's right, and that's number 3, Kamari Simmons, and he is down. Now he's up. Maybe, no, he's limping. Some sort of injury for Simmons. Let's hear from O.C. Welch, our National Anthem sponsor, right now.
O.C. Welch Ford. Go see O.C. during the 35th anniversary leadership celebration.
So Bluffton 40 yards from pay dirt on 3rd down and 7. 3 receivers out to the left side, 1 to the right. Van Hohenstraten in trouble. Oh, doctor. He might need a doctor after that hit. He goes down hard. Inside 7 minutes to go. And let's hear from TCL, our touchdown sponsor.
Step up with TCL, the Technical College of the Lowcountry.
Wow,
Marcus, that's the story of the night, is just the penetration that May River seems to be getting on and through Bluffton's offensive front.
4th down and 12. We'll hear from FWDG in a second, but you take a look at some of the crowd. We'll get this 4th down and 12 playoff first before we hear from our Media Day sponsor. Bob and Lisa were there earlier this year. That is an incomplete pass. Might have been tipped near the line of scrimmage. We've got a flag. Let's hear from FWDG right now.
FWDG, the furniture and services you deserve.
May River has Beaufort next week. That should be a great game. And then Colleton County, Hilton Head, they've got the matchup with Bluffton in a couple of weeks also.
Well, Marcus, as we start to get later into the season and into region play, I believe that matchup next week between May River and Beaufort is going to be critical.
I agree.
I think you might be looking at the class of the region in those two teams and two really contrasting styles.
Sorry to interrupt, but when I was talking to Coach Haupt, I was mentioning that Bluffton really reminded me a lot of Hilton Head, and that May River, looking at the numbers, really reminded me a lot of Beaufort. And he nodded Yes, that's exactly kind of where we're at. So those 4 teams really have a lot of similarities in certain ways, tendencies, strategies, and how they play the game.
It's going to be an interesting matchup.
Oh, yeah. May River with the football, 6:18 to go. As the pass, beautifully thrown football from Garvin Douglas, literally leading his receiver on the sideline.
And those are the RPOs we're talking about. And for those of you viewers that don't understand or don't know what an RPO is, it's a run-pass option. And when you have a skilled athlete like Douglas in the backfield who can effectively make those reads, that's a really difficult thing to stop for any defense.
That was outstanding. Beautifully thrown ball to Jake Ridgeway. And Ridgeway's caught a few balls tonight. Been a nice little option there. 3 receivers to the left side now. 2 to the left as Kimmel moves in a blocking spot to the right side. And it's a handoff to the right side. Beautifully done by Kimmel to get some space and spread out the defense a little bit. And Douglas runs it right up through for a first down, courtesy of State Farm and Kevin M. Sevier. And it's those types of things, Daniel, that make May River as good as they are inside the trenches, particularly on the offensive side.
Yeah, their offensive line has been getting a good push all night. The defensive line has been getting a lot of penetration. This is an impressive football team on both the offensive and defensive fronts.
You just saw Nicholas Dunn heading off, and he's actually heading by us now on crutches with that knee very well wrapped up. Our best thoughts and wishes for him for sure. As a run from Scott up the middle, churning his way. I did it last week, I'll do it again. Boom, boom, boom. Right up the middle goes Cam Scott.
Rumbling, bumbling, and stumbling.
And he was only stumbling because he was tackled on the play. As number 22 for Bluffton makes the stop. That is Barrett Lanise. 4:25 to go in regulation, 2nd down and 2. Second down and 2. We're getting closer and closer to announcing an Island Tire MVP for this game. Kimmel goes in motion. The interview leading up to that will be brought to you by Summit Services Heating and Air. Deep ball. Oh, too high for James Lehman. So Summit Services Heating and Air will provide the sponsorship for the interview with the winning coach. It's likely going to be Rodney Summers that Daniel will interview, and then he will interview our MVP, courtesy of Island Tire. That's the last read of the night. Let's hear from Island Tire right now.
Island Tire and Automotive, the longest-serving tire retailer on Hilton Head. We stand behind our work.
They do indeed. 3rd down and 2. And out of the gun goes Douglas. He's going to move off to the right side. He says, Kimmel, give me some space. He does. And tackling Garvin Douglas after the State Farm Kevin M. Sevier first down is number 13, DJ Aiken, the senior defensive lineman, 6'5", 250. We've called his name a few times tonight, and he's done a heck of a job on that defense.
Yeah, well, once again, the story tonight has been Garvin Douglas. Just like last week, he's doesn't even look like he's exerting a lot of effort. He's just that smooth. He's elusive, he's patient, he's strong. He really is the complete package.
Up the middle, and it's Scott breaking free! Touchdown!
That's an exclamation point. I'll tell you, Marcus, this 3-headed monster of Jayon Allen, of Cam Scott, and Garvin Douglas is going to give any football team they face from here on out tons of problems. And this really strong and capable and quick offensive line, they are everything is advertised on the ground. This is just an impressive performance against a very formidable and game Bluffton defense.
The extra point on its way, and it's through near the left side. We're going to take a break. Be right back. May River rolling here tonight at the Bluffton Bowl on WHHI.
The Culinary Institute of the South will open in the fall of 2021. When students come here to the Culinary Institute of the South, they can expect hands-on training. The different programs they can go to in the Culinary Institute of the South is one, they can get their degree in hospitality, or they can get their degree in culinary, and then lastly, they can get their degree in baking and pastry. Now, we also have 4 certificate programs if somebody just wants to learn basic skills to get a job. The career opportunities are endless.
Life is full of choices, and the choices we make directly affect our quality of life. Our day is much easier when we don't hit the snooze alarm 10 times and show up late for work. We feel better when we eat a well-balanced meal versus running through the drive-thru. And when it comes to your comfort at home or in the workplace, the result of hiring a fly-by-night repair guy or award-winning professional is night or day. Life is full of choices. For your home, for your family, for your environment. Make the superior choice. Call Superior today.
Welcome back to the Bluffton Bowl. 30-3, May River with the lead. 3:14 to go, and May River will be kicking off. It is a pooch kick to the right side where it is caught by number 24, Jeremiah Curry, and the catch takes him down to the turf immediately. Todd Stewart, the AD of Bluffton, went to the University of Cincinnati in 2003, got his Master's of Education in Health Promotion and Education from West Virginia University, 2001 Bachelor of Science in Physical Education / Athletic Training. He was born in Morgantown, West Virginia, lived there, graduated from WVU in 01. Go Mountaineers, he says. He moved on to Cincinnati to attend the University of Cincinnati, then moved to Bluffton in 2004 after spending a year in North Canton, Ohio, at a similar position. May have to talk to him to see where he was in North Canton. Married to his wife, Christy, has a daughter, Peyton, who was born in the summer of 2015. Began at Bluffton High when the doors first opened in 2004 as the sports medicine teacher and athletic trainer. Transitioned into a role as athletic director in 2020. He loves everything there is about being a Bobcat, enjoys working with the students, parents, staff, athletes, community, etc., and appreciates seeing the students excel while here and in the future. Todd Stewart, one of the great ADs here in the Lowcountry. We can say that about all of them, Daniel. They really help us with our job, and they're just great people. As you take a look at the run there on the replay, as number 30, Eton Golphin, the sophomore tailback, 5'8", 160, touches the ball for the second or third time tonight, and it's good to get a couple other guys some touches here late in this football game.
It sure is.
Here he goes again, does Golphin, and he takes it for another nice run, a first down courtesy of Kevin M. Severe of State Farm.
Coach Howe talked to us before the game about building culture, and they're really on their way to doing that. Yep. But that takes time, and the other thing we talked about, you talked about the ADs, and we're just blessed with wonderful leadership in our community here with these programs, these athletic programs, all of the sports, academics. It takes such leadership. And
yes, it does. We've got a timeout. We'll continue with that right after this.
Have you joined the Express Comfort Club from Summit Services Heating and Air? It's the ultimate way to keep your cool. Membership is free and includes discounts on routine maintenance, 15% discount on all repairs, 3-year parts and labor warranty, no overtime charges, plus other benefits. Your comfort is just a call away. To sign up for Express Comfort Club, call 843-836-2653.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. So make it a combo. Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money, and who doesn't like that? Just call State Farm agent Kevin Severe and find out how you can start saving today. It's just another way we're here to help life go right.
Hey y'all, come check us out, offering bicycle sales, bicycle service, and bicycle rentals for the Lowcountry. We offer all types of bikes for the beach, road, or trails. There's also trikes and recumbents along with home and commercial grade fitness equipment. We also provide other outdoor fitness equipment for pickleball, swimming, running, and tennis. Check out our 2 locations to serve you, Sports Addiction at 200 Okeechee Village in the Okeechee Shopping Center, and for Bluffton, Old Town Bike Barn at 28 Dr. Mellichamp Drive in the Promenade in Old Town Bluffton.
Let's go outside again. Let's breathe in the fresh air. Let's hit it out of the park. Let's be human beings again. To run and jump and play. We'll talk and laugh as loud as we can. Then we'll laugh some more. Because the YMCA is here and we're ready to welcome you back.
We don't have much to throw at.
We welcome you back. 2:30 to go as running it for Bluffton is number 30, and that's a nice run again for Eton Golphin. He's having some nice touches, so Rodney Summers will go to 65-44 overall in his career and 5-2 in this win. They were second place in 4A Region 7 4A, and Coach Hop's going to fall to 18-25 and 2-4 on the season. And right now, Bluffton and Hilton Head are all kind of jockeying for position. Those two, a few other teams, but it looks right now that May River and Beaufort are the head of the class in 4A Region 7. As there's a run to the 40-yard line again, we will see Bluffton Hilton Head at Hilton Head with the new turf next week. May River takes on Beaufort. Going to be a great game as well. A Serve Pro flag, and so those are a couple of big games in our area next week.
Yeah, and May River and Beaufort, you've got Beaufort ranked number 7 in South Carolina 4A, and May River is ranked 18th. So, and I actually think, based on what I've seen, they passed the eye test for sure. I think May River is a little bit better than 18 in the state.
Yeah, I agree.
The key to that game, Marcus, is going to be, can those two outstanding defensive linemen with a host of others in Eamon Smalls and Alvin Wilson neutralize this incredible rushing attack of May River? That's going to be the key to that ball game, in my opinion.
Going to be very interesting. 2:15 to go in this Bluffton Bowl. 3rd down and long for the Bobcats. Down 30-3, and they just ran out of gas, especially on the defensive side here in the second half. Von Hohenstraten scrambles to the right. He's got to get rid of it or something. He's going to run up the middle to the 45-yard line, and there he gets tackled. And great sportsmanship by Thomas Reich. A couple other guys from May River helping the young man up. Yeah, sometimes it's nice, you know, for play to play, certainly, but when the opponent's getting beat the way Bluffton unfortunately is tonight, just to have your opponent help you up when you're down, that's a pretty cool thing.
Well, again, we talked about it before the game. A lot of these guys, you know, they're friends. They hang out.
Absolutely.
They do stuff together, and they'll probably be hanging out after the game.
Only about 10 minutes separates Bluffton High from May River High.
Yeah, I mean, we're all one big community here, and even though
Amen to that.
This has been a little bit of a one-sided ball game tonight, it's actually, I think, a closer ball game than the score indicates.
Yeah.
The problem for Bluffton tonight was just not quite as deep as May River, and let's face it, the penalties just killed them. It seemed like every time they were able to piece together some momentum, they were going backwards with penalties.
You know, it hurt them in the first quarter of the Thomas Hayward game too, when we were seeing so many penalties.
It sure did.
Thomas Hayward had some of those as well, but I mean, yeah, and unfortunately tonight they weren't able to get out of that habit where they were against Thomas Hayward. Had the great second half and then the great thrilling overtime victory.
Well, the last 3 weeks have been playing very good football.
Yes, they have.
They just ran into a team that's got a lot of momentum, has finding themselves in May River.
A punt that's going to go down to the 36 and trickle down to the 35-yard line. I go back to James Island, and we talked about them, or I mentioned them on Talk of the Town, and I've mentioned them on this broadcast, or on recent broadcasts as well, just that they have done a great job against these teams, and it's a lot for facing a guy like Risher at quarterback for I'm thinking of Wade Hampton, I'm sorry, but Wade Hampton is another, and James Island as well. You face these different quarterbacks and such, it's very tough competition, as we had talked about.
It sure is. Speaking of that, Hilton had with Jalen Sneed at quarterback. We've got a final in that ball game, 34-6, so a big win for the Seahawks tonight.
Yes, indeed. Run to the right side and to the 32, maybe the 33-yard line, as number 36 for May River.
Do you think 36 might be a fan favorite? He's got
Jaden Jones.
Jaden Jones looks like he has his own cheering squad over there.
Yes.
I think everybody's excited about Jaden Jones getting a carry.
25 seconds remaining and counting here in the Bluffton Bowl. Daniel will talk with Rodney Summers, that presented by Summit Services Heating and Air. And there goes Jones again. And he's going to get another big gainer. 8 seconds left. After that, Island Tire will present the MVP, and Daniel will conduct that as well in just mere moments, as we had a first down courtesy of Kevin M. Sevier of State Farm. We're down to 1 second, and that'll do it. The final score tonight in the Bluffton Bowl at Bluffton, 30-3. May River wins. They just outlasted the Bluffton Bobcats here tonight. Daniel's going to talk to the winning head coach, Rodney Summers, the MVP, presented by Summit Services Heating and Air and Island Tire. All of those coming up right after this timeout on WHHI Sports TV.
It's a time when uncertainty spreads faster than understanding. It's also a time when taking steps to prepare can help us all find a sense of security. At ServPro, helping our nation's homes, businesses, and shared spaces be more clean, be more safe, is why we're here. Here in your community, here to help.
Have you joined the Express Comfort Club from Summit Services Heating and Air? It's the ultimate way to keep your cool. Membership is free and includes discounts on routine maintenance, 15% discount on all repairs, 3-year parts and labor warranty, no overtime charges, plus other benefits. Your comfort is just a call away. To sign up for Express Comfort Club, call 843-836-2653.
We connect people to their work, to their families, to all things essential. That's why your Touchstone Energy Cooperative is here every day, making life easier in all the ways that matter. And of all the connections we make, we know none are more powerful than the human connection.
Palmetto Electric Cooperative, your source for power and information.
This is Daniel Cort, and I am here with the winning coach, Coach Rodney Summers of the May River Sharks. I also have a very special young man next to Coach here in quarterback Garvin Douglas. Coach, congratulations on a hard-fought game and a pretty dominating victory tonight.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Just an outstanding job by the offense and defense all around. You know, had a couple of miscues here and there and left some points, you know, not on the board. So we felt like we came up short in some areas, but glad to come out with a win regardless.
Well, it didn't take you long to light up the fireworks show tonight. The opening play, it took 15 seconds, I think, for you to put some points on the board. What a play call. Was that something you guys had in the playbook the whole week?
And Sunday we sat down in a meeting and we went through, you know, some film, and we sat there and said, let's, you know, if they're going to line up in this, let's take a shot. And that was something we drew up and felt like we could get off, and Garvin executed well, Jayon executed, the line protected enough for us to, you know, Cam to pitch it back. That play takes a little time. So just a fun play to run, right, Garvin? Yes, sir.
Beautiful execution, and I really think, and we talked about this, I think, you know, to execute a play like that at the beginning of a football game successfully, that's going to rattle your opponent a little bit, and it's clear that Bluffton was taken off guard and a little bit rattled by that.
Yeah, you know, you want to come out and you want to jump on them quick. That's something we wanted to do, and we felt like coming out of the, you know, from the get-go, if we had decent field position, we were going to call that play. So that was one that we just kind of had all week just practicing, and it worked well. Doesn't always work like that.
No, it doesn't. And defense, we talked before the game, you know, some of your concerns were Bluffton's skill players, especially the wideouts. And you did, I thought, a beautiful job all night of neutralizing that passing game with pressure on Von Hohenstraten all night.
and just great coverage.
Yeah, great job by our front and getting pressure, and Coach Schmidt and those guys on the defensive side just coordinating, getting pressure from if you notice, we were running some guys in and out, a little jackrabbit set, just trying to get some faster guys in to put pressure on them. So outstanding job covering those receivers because we knew they could make big plays at any time.
Yeah, Bluffton's got tons of athletes. So this really sets you up for what I think is the class contest between you and Beaufort next week. What are your thoughts as we before we go to break about that ball game coming up?
You know, Beaufort's been our nemesis. You know, there's no hiding that. And we've had some tough times trying to beat them. And so last year they kind of caught lightning in a bottle on us right before half, and we couldn't recover from it. So we've got to do a better job this year and be prepared, and hopefully not let something like that happen to us this year, so we can stay in the ball game.
Well, you're riding a wave of 3 weeks of great football. Clearly, you're trending upward. A great performance by this young man. We're going to be back to present you with the Most Valuable Player Award of the game, Coach. But before we do that, I want to present you with the Bluffton Bowl championship.
I appreciate that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You got another one to add, right?
You know.
Congratulations to Coach Garvin and the rest of the team. We'll be right back with the MVP.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. So make it a combo. Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money, and who doesn't like that? Just call State Farm agent Kevin Sevier and find out how you can start saving today. It's just another way we're here to help life go right.
Hi, I'm Barry Edwards with Island Tire and Automotive Services. Did you know that the amount of tire that's actually making contact with the road is about the same size as a slice of watermelon? And that's all you have to keep you safe. It makes sense to have the best like Michelin. That's why Island Tire has been proudly selling Michelin tires since 1978. At Island Tire, we don't think of it as just a set of tires. You can trust us to be thinking about the safety of your car and, more importantly, what's inside.
All right, I am back, as I said, with our most valuable player of the game tonight, May River quarterback Garvin Douglas, number 13 here. Garvin, what a performance. Actually, back-to-back performances. I think you ran for what, 200 and something yards last week?
Yes, sir.
252 maybe?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think you're going to be around 200 or more maybe tonight.
Hopefully.
2 rushing touchdowns, 1 throwing touchdown. We just talked to Coach about that first play. Well, tell us your thoughts about that first play.
So we was seeing if they was in the box or not, and if they were, then we was going to throw over the top, and it's an easy touchdown after that.
So that play was totally dictated on what the defense gave you.
Yes, sir.
And listen, everybody's talking about your legs, your speed, your strength. You got some skill with the arm too. I mean, you can pass the football.
Yes, sir. I just try to tell college coaches that if I can run the ball and I can pass the ball also. So that's all I wanted to distribute.
Well, and Coach also talked about, clearly you're having a lot of success on the football field. You're a great football player. You're following a legend in Ahmad Green. Those are tough shoes to fill.
Yes, sir.
But he also talked about your character outside the football, off the football field, in the school, that you're kind of the big man on campus right now, but you're taking that leadership role seriously.
Yes, sir.
Can you speak to that?
I just try to be a leader on and off the field. That's all the coaches try to do out of all of us, just be a leader on and off the field.
Well, it's clear that you're doing well in both respects. A phenomenal performance tonight. I think you had 2 rushing touchdowns and 1 throwing.
Yeah, I couldn't do that without my O-line and my defense laying up 3 points. That's insane. That's insane.
That is insane, and that really, it was a very balanced performance by the entire team. Sets you up for Beaufort next week. I know you're ready for that game, but what are your thoughts?
Well, we just have to be crisp and poised and have our mindset, and we'll be straight.
Can you handle those 2 big beasts up front, and Eamon Smalls and Alvin Wilson?
Yes, sir.
Think you can handle them?
Yes, sir.
All right, it's going to be a great contest next week, folks. It is my pleasure, though, to issue the Most Valuable Player Award of the game tonight to quarterback Garvin Douglas.
Thank you.
Garvin, fantastic performance. That's going to wrap it up for us tonight. I'm Daniel Cort for Marcus Walsh, Larry Jacquemont, and the rest of the WHHI sports team. We'll see you next week.